Ripple CTO David SCHWARTZ issues a warning to the crypto community that you need to hear about. But that's not the big news. The big news is I have 3 different really good things to share with you. I'm talking about money-making things this Friday morning. And oh yeah, it's race day. I'm going to be leaving here in a few hours to go kick some ass. Starting it off with your comments as we do in every video because yes, you, the viewer, matters most. And welcome new viewers and old friends. Digital says, the longer I wait at the station, the more I realize, well, that there really isn't an XRP train at all. Maybe there is a train. Maybe the schedule is just really messed up, okay? Maybe it runs on odd hours. I don't know. Luba Mefrenic says, good electrolytes. Yes, I'm taking my electrolytes. Hamish McLean says, good luck with your race. Mucho, thank you. That's right, I'm going to be racing here soon, getting ready to kick some ass. Bitcoin sitting at 71,283. We're eyeing all-time highs, baby. Will it happen this weekend? Tough to say, considering the weekend has usually been very soft when it comes to volume. ETH 3804, but BNB is hitting 700 plus. Been telling you about it. XRP at 52.5. Wait to hear about David SCHWARTZ's warning. You're definitely going to need to hear it because it applies to most of you watching. Sol sitting at 171 while Toncoin is at $7.50. Filecoin up big, 645. Jasmine, which everyone's talking about, 4.2 cents up almost 11% in the last 24 hours. Let's get to that good news. Denmark cuts interest rates by a quarter. Is a BTC and crypto breakout on the horizon? I reported the day before about Canada cutting the rates a quarter. Blame Canada. Blame Canada. They're not even a real country anyways. Yes, they are a real country and they led the pack. So for those of you making fun of my Canada cutting rates by a quarter story, well, guess what, girlfriend? Few others have joined in that party. Cutting interest rates might have been the different underlying reason for different central banks, but primarily slowing inflation is the consensus basis. In the case of National Bank, and the move cut the rate by 0.25%, bringing it to 3.35. Central banks in the G7 bloc are on a concerted mission to lower interest rates, aimed at pushing new frontiers in the economy. In order to get those new frontiers in the economy, you need lower rates, so money is cheaper to develop and expand with. What's my second bit of good news? European central banks, yes, have now cut interest rates for the first time since 2019. The European Central Bank on Thursday confirmed a widely anticipated cutting in rates despite lingering inflationary pressures in the 20-nation zone. It takes the key rate down to 3.75 from a record of 4% where it's been since September. See, European central banks have been holding. Now you got Canada, Denmark, European central banks. When is Jerome Powell and the Fed going to start cutting them? See, there's mounting pressure now on the U.S. because what happens is this, okay? And don't worry, we're going to talk about one more bit of juicy good news and then the Ripple CTO warning that you need to hear about. Okay, the reason this is important is because the countries that are cutting rates first are going to have cheaper money to work with growth and expansion, right? The businesses, people, consumers are going to have access to cheaper money. So those countries are going to get a head start on the ones that have been sitting here dragging their feet, United States. So what's going to happen is the U.S. is going to see other players out there making some money moves. Yes, cheaper money moves because we're talking about central bank rates. So then the Fed is going to be like, yo, we don't want to be left behind. You know what's going to happen? Biden's going to tap the man on the shoulder, Jerome Powell, and say, hey, Jerome, this doesn't look good for the United States. So can you please, help us out here a bit? Yeah, political pressure on Jerome, it's a coming. Oh, I lied. I've got 4 bits of good news for you. Holy shit. What is this race day good news Klaus action that's been going on? US spot BTC ETFs record their second best day. We're talking about big time volume action right now with BTC. The daily inflows for the US spot BTC ETFs increased significantly, totaling almost $1 billion. The record, though, is $1.05 billion on March 12th. So yesterday was the second biggest day for ETF inflows. Is the BTF wave and move over? Hell no, girlfriend. Do we wish it would spill over to more and more of our favorite cryptos? You bet your butt. but BTC is eyeing all-time highs. So is BNB. Check it out right there, girlfriend. ETH is close as well. What else is close? Toncoin. Toncoin. That's right, everyone. I've been talking about Toncoin for a long time. You want utility? You want a reason for people to put money into it? I'm going to give you another one. Messaging giant Telegram has launched a new payment system named Telegram Stars, targeting iOS and Android users. The new system aims to facilitate purchase and exchange of digital goods. Telegram Stars allows for users to purchase directly through their mobile devices, leveraging the security and convenience of the Telegram app. Developers can convert collected stars into Toncoin. Now, what's great about this is there's usually a 30% commission charged by Apple and Google in in-app purchases. Telegram Stars will offer amazing savings with near zero commission. So again, if you get more competition into the space, who benefits? We do. Think about that. So now, Apple, you could go fuck yourself with your 30% commission because using stars would be near zero commission. So again, we win. We win. Now, how many of you watching, though, have heard me talk about Toncoin for the longest time now? And I said it all had to do with Telegram. And look at the price of Toncoin up on the screen. Thing was under $2 in August and now near $7.50. In fact, if we zoom in just a little bit more to the month, you can see that this thing has been roaring. Yes, it pulled back a little bit to 626, but it's right back up there again. And this is with Pantera Capital's over $200 million investment. Telegram's over 30 million downloads a month. A month, everyone. And now they're allowing some purchase action with near zero commissions, giving Apple a big fuck you to the tune of 30%. That's 4 great news stories today. People out there are like, bro, you always bring the negative news. Guess what I got for you people that always say I bring the negative news? Hold on, I got it right here. Let's look up. What do I got? What do I got? Whoa, it's a big plate of shut the fuck up. Now, let's go to the David SCHWARTZ announcement. I have to agree. We need to see stuff like this. Because now this is through Twitter. I'm not calling it X. I have X's, okay? And my X's are going to stay X's because they're pieces of shit. This is Twitter, not X. It's from David. David says, caution, if you receive a DM, anything like this, it is fake. The link goes to a phishing site that will collect your login and personal information. Basically what happens is the Twitter users are getting a message that says your account is currently under investigation for copyright violations. To provide feedback with your specific time, please fill the form below. And people are like, oh shit, I'm going to get booted off this platform. And we know what's happened. These accounts have been hacked, there's been phishing action, and they've been used to either drain stuff or promote frivolous tokens. So a big shout out to David Joelcat SCHWARTZ for giving us all a warning, saying, hey, if they're asking for that information, if you're under a copyright investigation, it's all bullshit and it's all fake. Now, I know what a lot of you are thinking. Klaus, good news stories, where's the Ripple good news story? Well, there isn't one today because there was now another 150 million XRP moved to an unknown wallet. Yes, it appears they're dumping even more. But the real good news is the fact that central banks across the globe are lowering their rates, which means money is going to be cheaper, which means the laggards in the industry, right, the ones that have not been moving, are now going to have a better chance because taking risky bets on them is going to cost you less. Think about that. What if you, right? Remember, when home loans were cheap? Remember when car loans were cheap? Remember how much easier it was to buy stuff when loans were cheap? How do you think the crypto market feels in the same way, right? Rates have gone up, so if you want to invest in crypto, which is risky, people are like, yo, I don't want to spend crazy high rates on risky crypto. No, they want to spend cheap money. That's why the market boomed across the board, was because of cheap money a couple years ago. And now as central banks are starting to be like, let's turn this bad boy down a little bit, that's benefiting all of us. That means cheaper home loans, cheaper car loans, more businesses getting business development loans that are cheaper. It also means that laggards in the crypto market like XLM, XRP. Maybe Charles, maybe you're fucking lucky and your ADA piece of shit's gonna move as well. Speaking of ADA, I did a video yesterday that the algorithm's crushed. It's basically me ripping on Charles. Check it out. It's this video right here. Now, what am I doing today? Well, Jesus fucking Christ. If you haven't listened, I am going to be racing today. So yeah, I'm going to be getting my gear ready and I'm going to be leaving here in a few hours for a nighttime race. 12 hours. Let's see what I can do. I'll catch you cool cats later. Check out me ripping on Charles.